legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Arkansas's offense will get the ball. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd, full throat, spinning the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lindsey. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. The play-action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets it out fast. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Notre Dame get moving. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the inside kid. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, about that. As if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He'll set up to throw. The screen, he can go. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to throw again. Fires to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Irish. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The running back has it. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Solid pick up of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Unleashes one. And they can't make the play on third down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And this set of downs gets started from the 30. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Coming out with it, it's Bates. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. He throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Finds his big tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Won it all, and that is it. Play what they got.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on second down. Swings it out to his running back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, better look out. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, 5-yarder. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Going to swing it on second down. Right on the money. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. Hits it with a stiff arm. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Power ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs were...
Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They believe they can run right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Takes a hit as he fires. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. High the chains now on second and long. Off play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew it.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Breaks into the open. Pass to 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got some room, headed to the goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Okay, ready? This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big...
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard